So this is probably going to be a bit of a controversial video and just the topic in general, because I really see it having two different sides, and I don't see many people sort of meeting in the middle with this. And I think the only thing we can all agree upon when watching this video, whether we're on one side of the fence or the other, is not a Nintendo YouTuber. I made a PlayStation video the other day and I streamed the PlayStation event. Would a Nintendo YouTuber do that? Not a good one. Not a good one. But we're here to talk about this new patch for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So last night, about around 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, a new patch went out for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Now, we could see here over on Nintendo's official website, they're telling us how to update it because they really want us to update it. Mario is super excited. Dizzle is not excited because I am Dizzle. That is me. It's a nickname from a long time ago. On May 25th, a new software update for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom became available for download. Please take a moment to download and install this update while your Nintendo Switch console is connected to the internet. They tell us how to do it and, guide us along because they really want us to do this. They really want us to do this update. What does this update do, though? Is it adding in new content? Is it doing anything, super crazy with the game? Well, we can see here in the update history, we have the exact stuff that it is actually doing. We have some audio bug fixes. It fixed an issue where sound would play at an extremely high volume in certain conditions. I myself have never experienced that. And then we also have it fixed an issue in a main quest camera work in the depths where players could not progress beyond a certain point. Downloading the update will allow players to proceed past that point. Several issues have been addressed to improve the gameplay experience. Now, when it comes to Tears of the Kingdom, one of the things that people really focus in on when they're talking about this game is the fact that it is a huge open world, and unlike a game like Grand Theft Auto, unlike a game like an Elder Scrolls game that also has a big open world mechanic to it, this game doesn't have glitches in that overworld. Like, yeah, I'm sure there are some glitches that Nintendo is discovering at times with this as things go on, but in the grand scheme of things, this game is pretty non-flawed in terms of things like that, in terms of things like glitches. But there was a glitch. It was a pretty sizable glitch, and it wasn't necessarily something that would impede your progress with the game or impede your story with the game or anything like that. It was something that would actually enhance it if you decided to use it. It wasn't something that you were forced to use. You might remember a couple of days ago on the channel, I made a video talking about how to essentially activate God mode in Tears of the Kingdom. Make it so that realistically you could never die. It was basically an item duplication glitch in which you could duplicate various items very easily. There were many different ways to do it and stuff like that, but the main and the easiest way that people had discovered was to simply, glide by holding, the glide button to put out your paraglider, while then you add some items in to hold, and then you throw those items on the ground by hitting Y and B at the same time, and then those items duplicate. Now you can do this with any item or material in the game. You can't do it with stuff like arrows or different, weapons and stuff like that. It was strictly limited to just different items and materials that you had in your possession, but it obviously did help progress the game along. Well, folks, we can't have that. We cannot have that, because now they have patched in so that you cannot duplicate the items and make it so that you can just duplicate them and make it easy. We're over on the Reddit page here for Tears of the Kingdom. I like this one. Sir, Nintendo just patched the dupe glitch. Obviously that's a nod to a certain time frame that happened. And then, people are obviously upset by this. We have 336 comments on this one. We have over 1,000 comments on this one. This is the highest upvoted post over on Reddit for Tears of the Kingdom. Good thing I don't plan on updating the game now until they announce DLC. Thanks for the warning. So people are not wanting to update the game. If you have auto update activated, people are saying turn it off, this, that, and the other. There's been a lot of controversy around this because honestly, there's two sides of the fence. There are people saying that it nullifies and dulls the experience because it's cheating, what have you, by being able to, get all these items and get all these resources to make yourself beefier in a less amount of time than the game actually wants you to do it. And then there's people on the other side of the fence who are like, hey, I have a 9-to-5 day job. I also have, kids and, family and stuff like that. I don't have a lot of time to play these games. So when I find something that allows me to sort of advance a bit more, instead of having to explore for hours and grind for hours, I should be able to do that. I should be able to do that if it's an option within the game. And you really come to an interesting discussion point here, because I'll give a little bit of my opinion here, because I gave a little bit of my opinion the other day. The fact of the matter is, this is a single player experience. There is no multiplayer component. I don't think they're adding in a battle royale mode into Tears of the Kingdom. So at the end of the day, this is a single player game to where people are going to play this game the way they want to play this game. That's the whole point of Tears of the Kingdom. That's the whole drawing appeal to this game, is they plop you in a world and you could go anywhere and do anything you want, and you could solve puzzles the way you want to, and you could do everything the way that you want to do it. You're not restricted by any sort of, constructs that most normal games have for you. But when an exploit is found to sort of help advance things, that's a problem? I don't know, because it's a single player experience. You can't cheese anything online to where it's giving you an advantage. Your experience is going to be drastically different than another person's experience. So what does it really matter if you use an in-game exploit? Like, I get it. I understand why Nintendo, I understand why they wouldn't want this to be, a focal point of the game, because I want people to experience the game the way it's intended to. But this to me is like a Game Genie code. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, where you got a Game Genie for your Sega Genesis or your Super Nintendo or your NES, where you got unlimited lives or unlimited continues or invincibility mode and stuff like that. Like, yeah, is it playing the game the way the game is intended? No, but it's giving people the chance who aren't good at the game and don't have time to get good at the game, the ability to get better at the game. And it's very strange. It's very strange that this was obviously a priority for Nintendo. So like they saw that people were talking about this. They saw that people were doing this, and they were like, damn it, we have to shut this down. People are playing the game. Sure, make your robot, mecha Godzilla robot penis firing flames out of it. That's fine. All right, we like that stuff. But you're duplicating items, you son of a bitch. You are not playing our game right. We need to patch that. I don't know. It's a controversial decision at the end of the day, because it feels like it's something that they could have just overlooked. They could have just improved upon things. Like, okay, I understand updating quests and stuff so that you can complete them. The sound bug, I get that too. That's stuff that should be done. But something that players discovered in the game in order to, speed up the harvesting of items process in a single player game, was it really necessary to go out of your way to patch that in? I don't know. I'll leave that up for you guys to decide. So sound off in the comment section down below. Do you think that this was a smart decision by Nintendo, or is this something that it's kind of like, why? What's the point? Why would you focus in on this? And had you been using that glitch, was it giving you an unfair advantage, or was it just something like what did I use it on? I used it on the village. Well, that's kind of spoilers. I won't say it, but I did use it on one thing where I needed a bunch of Hyrulean wheat or rice, Hyrulean rice. And I was just like, I don't feel like finding this. I think I needed 15 and I had like 10. So I just did the duplicate thing just to get the other 5. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below though. Whose side are you on? Are you on Nintendo's side, or are you on the gamer side? I don't know. That's not really how it works, but whatever. Just give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500,000 subscribers. I still have a head cold. I need to go put some boogers into a tissue. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.